The first article was titled Changes Observed in Potential Key Candidate Genes of Peripheral Immunity Induced by Tai Chi Among Patients with Parkinson's Disease. The population was 21 individuals who went under a 12-week Tai Chi training program, mostly around 65 years old, on levodopa and living with Parkinson's for 4 years, give or take. Blood samples were drawn to identify the peripheral leukocytes in their blood before and after Tai Chi, and gene expression was done as well. It was found that specific genes that promote peripheral inflammation were downregulated, and those that decrease inflammation were increasingly expressed. Some strengths were the immunity approach to disease progression. Another was that it was a public database, so the information was readily available. Limitations include the sample size, which could have been larger, and in the future using older participants. With less stable PD, which would mean a greater potential to observe the change after treatment. This brings us to our next slide, which just shows what the gene expression looked like. The next article is titled Therapeutic Effects of Tai Chi in Patients with Parkinson's Disease. In this one, there were 20 participants, and there was a randomization so that one group had Tai Chi and the other had no exercise, which serves as the control group. In the group with Tai Chi, they were expected to do Tai Chi at the clinic and also at home, and this was for the duration of 12 weeks. Then there were functional tests that were done, including lateral stance, agility, tandem gait, timed up and go, and 6-minute walk. The results showed that motor and non-motor symptoms and signs didn't change much, but the self-reported engagement ADLs were improved for these individuals by Tai Chi. We can see that happen because Tai Chi involves splitting up complex movements into simpler tasks, which would be great for someone who has PD. The strengths were that it was a randomized control and it was detailed within the 12 weeks. The limitations are that there was no influence of fatigue or diet or medications on how these people were or were not active. Here are the specific exercises within the 12 weeks. Our last article pays attention to the Ayurvedic influences on PD management. Curcumin and antioxidant formulation protect C57BL6J mice from MPTP-induced Parkinson's disease-like changes, potential neuroprotection for neurodegeneration. Our sample population here is mice and not humans, and 4 groups of adult mice were given different doses of curcumin as well as MPTP intraperitoneally, and then the control group received saline. So the point of the MPTP is to give them something similar to Parkinson's disease in mice. And the results show that the MTP reduced movement and dopamine in the mice, and that the curcumin ended up doing the opposite by reducing the toxic effects of the MPTP. Strength is attention to the dose of curcumin. Limitation is that it was mice and that the effect of curcumin was not isolated.